Well, we kind of had a situation start in the bee yard. Kind of started yesterday when I was doing stuff. They got in there. And this morning when I went to put something away, a bunch of bees flew out of it, and I kind of lost control of that there box. They kind of took over. Went and made robbing screens for all of these here in the back. A lot of that on front of them is resident confusion. But yesterday it wasn't. The robbing season has begun at DC's bees. Yeah, most of those are the Russians. Well, at least they're leaving that small one alone, mostly. Like I said, a lot of those are confused Russians coming home. So I just put those on, made those and put them on this morning. But we definitely got issues going on because right there is the cause of a lot of the issue. I accidentally knocked the lid off and it was all she wrote. I'm gonna back up before I get stung. Yeah, right there is the cause of a lot of it. Hate to see what's underneath that lid. And the other thing is there's a lot of births going on. They're not births, graduations going on right now too. And ouch. That just got me stuck in the fingertip. I think this evening everybody's getting a screen. We're going to have mass confusion in the bee yard tomorrow. I think everybody's going to get a Robbin screen. Bee yard is not a happy place today. Okay, well, that worked. Remove the offending, well, I guess it's not offending. They love them boxes. But remove the problem and give yourself a little bit of time and it'll calm the situation down. Be right back when I get down there. It's going to take a while for the residuals to calm down. I'm a little leery to look at the situation around here, but got everybody shut down tight and screens up. Got everybody shut down tight and got the shields up. Oh, got hit in the head. I don't know if the Nooks made it. We'll find out. Like I said earlier, I think most that we saw on there were those colonies. But I guess we'll find out. I don't know when I should or would look into them to find out if they are been devastated or not. But at the very least, Russians are tough bees. And they were brawling. I was watching them brawl. And them Russians was beating them back. And the newer Russian in the center wasn't taking very much issues with the way the screen was at the bottom. Most of them were heading towards the top and the vents up there. So, distraction. And if anything, the two Nooks took the brunt of the assault from the virgin releases, because those were the two that I was most concerned about, and I'm glad I put them down here. These were the two that took the hammer in yesterday when I had them all taped up. I got a bunch of agitated, irritated bees. The only thing is we're going to have to kind of watch, because I got a virgin in there. I hope she was smart enough to stay in there today. Poop, 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 poop. We're going to get stung in the head. No, don't sting me in my bald head. I said I'd rather take it in the head than the face. And then the machine probably took a fair bit, because all it had was a small front surface, or a small entrance. So there was the two Russians that had to brawl. Good or bad, it was kind of interesting to see. And then we're going to have a look-see at this one in the corner. I had a screen up on it in front of it earlier. Or I should say I had a cover in front of it earlier to block some of the attention. And everything's been, all of the colonies are strong, so, and I closed them down really small this morning. Everyone got closed down small this morning, just for safety's sake. Pretty much most everybody's entrances got cut in half. And they didn't do nothing with them. But strongest ones I didn't bother with, but anyone that was on the smaller side, I closed them down, about half of what they were. And I'm going to find the remainder of my screen, and everybody gonna get a robber screen. Everybody gonna get one. Well, at least the ones that took the brunt of it were nice and strong, and they're Russian stock, so they know how to brawl. I was a little concerned about the other one, but it's the stronger of the two, so we'll find out. Alrighty. Blessed days. Bye. They might have been sacrifices accidentally. Hope not. So I figured I'd mention as to what I figured happened. I had, my boxes of my, I guess it would be wet comb, I don't know, and my, for my splits and all of that stuff. Well, it had already been robbed out. I think most all of it. And it was sitting there. Well, yesterday, when I was doing stuff and setting everything up and grabbing frames and closing back up, like you guys have seen me do, I must have bumped the boxes so it was ajar or whatever. And a deep's worth of bees got in there. And today, when I went to grab something, cloud of bees come flying out. Luckily, I had my light veil on because I had just released and put on all of the screens and stuff. So, but that was unexpected. And all of a sudden, I'm in this swarm of bees, it seemed like. And that's how it started. And then I thought I got it closed up, but I guess I didn't. And it just kind of went sideways from there. And within the what half hour that I got more stuff closed up over there, and then the table moved over there. Oh, sorry, that was probably fast. And the boxes moved, and and all of that stuff. It was just utter chaos. I did a little video of what it was, so you'll get to see that. But we're definitely in our what's it you call it? Our drought, or not drought, our dearth. Getting pollen from across the street. Not at levels like I was, but obviously not making much nectar. So I think I'm gonna let them continue to rub all of that out, and then I'll grab the, what is it, 3/4 of a deep's worth of remaining frames and stuff from last year, and let them rob it out. So that'll give me probably 3 or 4 days of their attention. And then I will, during those 3 or 4 days, I'll pull honey off and store it away in the house, and then start open feeding. So if I don't start doing that, everybody's going to shut down. We don't want that yet. Alrighty. But that's what happened. Fun. Blessed days. Flaw.